I don't see anyone right now. Hi. How are you? Surprise, surprise. Man, you guys. I have been having a time. A time. You guys, I am trying to conceptualize the words of understanding of what is going on in the midst of us all. I am trying to conceptualize how in the heck are we to move, and how are we, like, it is just so many parts to this beautiful experience, so many parts that I can't conceptualize and I can't understand because we're in such a divine time. And as we see the toils of the masculine energy and the feminine energy fighting amongst themselves, trying to to fit in, trying to fit with, trying to control, trying to take, trying to surrender, trying, you name it, it's all going on right now. And what is happening in the assimilation of life, we are starting to see, and it's starting to be revealed that this is every aspect of humanity, not just here on our planet, but the living forces in our galaxy, encapsulated with chaos. And we are trying to decipher what is real and what is conflict and what is going on with the smoke and screens, which is affecting the connection of human beings. I am simply speechless because I may not understand or understand all of this, but I do know that the intel that I'm getting, the understanding that I'm getting, the things that I'm seeing, the exploration of change that I am seeing, you can't help to think that this masterpiece that is playing out, it is a masterpiece because you have to look at it. You are tuned in not because you just tuned in. You have been guided here. You have been guided here in a divine place, in a divine space, because let me tell you something. I've been feeling the vibration of conflict between the masculine and the feminine. And I think I've been telling you guys this ever since about 2018. I started feeling this disconnect that is happening to the very exploration of what love means to us all, and how do we convey love because of the noise that is so driven by negativity and hatred and distrust and mistrust. We are truly losing, like, that picture of how do I know how to connect. People are not connecting because they don't know how. People are not connecting because they are so that like they're shackled with trauma. People are shackled, so shackled for generations and generations with trauma that they don't even realize that as they stand right now, this present time, that they're in trauma. So they're existing like their fathers, and their mothers existed. So it's almost like, how can you tell or communicate to someone that what connection really means? Like I am very very serious, you guys. I am dealing with men that don't have the ability to go into their heart. They're almost frightened because they can't go into their heart. They can't feel compassion. They can't feel passion. They can't feel, and if you can't feel those elements, how can you connect? I think I said a few weeks ago that there's 35% of our society that does not have an internal dialogue. Let me go. I'm going to do something with this light because it's a little low. So give me a few minutes. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. So, as we, and as I'm telling you this, this is better lighting. It's because just in the last, I would say in the last 2 months, every 2 days sits before me a divine masculine, ages ranging all over, trying to tap in to the energy of connection. I spoke to a gentleman last week, very handsome guy, about 35 years old. He told me that he had a divine touch. About 2 years ago, he went through a divorce. And he said that changed his reality and it changed how he felt about life. And he began to open himself up to be awakened. And even he told me this. He goes, it's hard to connect with people because a lot of people are not present. You guys, they are not present. That no, they're not present. So where did they go? Where did they go? Sometimes I like to sit and just watch people. I sit and watch and see how they engage with each other, how they're, and to be honest with you, they're not engaging. No one is engaging. And so as I'm perplexed with the constitution and attitude of the non-connection of men and women, the begals of each party, and it's so crazy to me because as you are in this work and you're working and you're doing your purpose, like you can sit with someone in like 2 minutes and tell that they have an unhealed wound, and they have many unhealed wounds. And the deeper the generational curses are, the deeper the womb is. Till the womb is so deep inside of you, you don't even realize you're wounded. You're just constantly in pain, and that pain lives with you, sleeps with you, dies with you. But collectively, we came here to help people to release the pain of generational. Because, see, when you see pain of generational pain and hurt, it's like you are so programmed to live in the hurt that you don't even know how to escape the hurt. You don't have the skills nor the knowing that it was almost like how the king and I, like that story, he they convinced him to wear this cape, and he wore this cape, but he didn't have his undergarments on, and people were like they couldn't find his undergarments, so they plotted this plan, and we'll say we'll just put the cape on him and convince him that he's dressed. And they convinced him to go out naked with this robe. And it took a little 4-year old to bring to surface of what other people would not bring to surface. So, how I see it is that energy workers, light workers, healers are that little child, because they have died 1,000 deaths to heal their trauma. And so here they are awakened with all this energy and knowledge. And when you look at the story about the king and I, this little boy was just so innocent and wanted this king to know, don't you realize you're naked? And that is what the glory of all of this is all about. We are here to let mankind know of their nakedness. Let them know of the pain that lies within them can be healed. We're the conduit. We help guide them. We're here not to hear to preach, but we're here to guide them. So when I begin to see my purpose, when I begin to share that I saw the conflict that was heading before us between the women and the men, my heart went hardcore, because being a Scorpio, we're all about deep connection and transformation. We will die 1,000 deaths in this reality to heal some mess. We are not afraid of the fight. We're not afraid of the conflict. We're not afraid of the imperfection. We own and want to give people an opportunity to see things how we see things in our eyes and through our third eye. There's so much love in our speech and in our words, and a lot of people misunderstand us because we have to feel everything. It's like a Pisces. Pisces transmutes all the signs. So they're here to feel what I feel, what I have to share to mankind. They do it in a silent way. I came here tonight because this has been an unusual month, and it's just begun. I think the hardest thing for me right now is to watch the masculine energy suffer. And they're not suffering in pain, they're suffering in their ego. Their ego is so fixed upon being a man that they can't see the little boy that lies within inside of them that's crying out for help on a daily basis but don't have enough bravery to confront it. That's what hurts my heart. And the reason the men hurts my heart so much because women have a tendency that they want to be the best them. They're always striving to try to be, and like I could go to one of, I could go. This is the thing about women. If they respect someone, they will listen. Men are so afraid to walk in, step into that child in them and feel the pain with the tears to the ground. And the men that can cry that, the men that can see that and cry that, those are the men that are gallant. Those are the men that are compassionate, that are loving, that come into the world very gently, but they roar like a mighty lion. Because when they felt the pain, they bowed on their knees and they felt the pain. They allowed the pain. They moved the pain through their body and they wiped away their tears and they went to their altar and said, I will give it to thee. That is the beauty of the divine masculine. And it breaks my heart because a lot of them are hurting. One of my clients been with me, I think 7 years. And my mission with him is to help him find his heart. And what's so interesting about this is when he came to me in this request, I had the answer, but I cannot tell him. He has to find it on his own. He has to do the work and he has to feel it so deep that his tears wet the soil to grow something new. But it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like, what do we do when he needs nurturing, but he fights the touch? He needs encouragement, but he doesn't trust himself. He needs to be authentic, but he's untrustworthy. And so he battles these elements and tries to move through this world through his badge of masculine energy. And when a man is failing himself, he's failing all that loves him. All that loves him. He's failing all that loves him. And so, as we are like, as the feminine energy, we are trying to navigate through all of this. And guess what's happening? She's being forced to shut down because it is in her nature. It is in her nature as a feminine energy. It is in her nature. Are you serious? Is this guy? Um, so it is in her nature that when there's danger amongst her, she literally has to shut down her womb because she holds humanity into her hands. And when her humanity is threatened, she must protect the innocent at all costs. And because she cannot be protected, because the very one that's supposed to and that needs to protect her, he is unhealed. And he doesn't know how can he protect when he's unhealed? He is in pain. He's on the front lines, wounded with his pain. I wish I had a moderator. I need a moderator because this is crazy. So understand, we need to be appropriate because right now we're seeing masculine energy on steroids in my feed. This is a serious situational. And until you guys, am I wrong? Am I wrong? You look at my feed, he just proved it. Am I wrong? Unwilling to heal. Unwilling to heal. Unwilling to heal. I'm just saying. Like we're sitting here trying to have a serious conversation, and we have someone that's unhealed being a troll. And I don't even know how to block this person. This is really crazy. This is really crazy. Mm, okay. I hopefully thank you. So if you get what I'm talking about, like I'm not just saying this. It is becoming unsafe for the feminine energy. And what's so crazy, the masculine energy is seeing it. The masculine energy actually sees it, understands it. Then I'm talking about the divine masculine. They see it, they understand it, we talk about it. And right here you saw an illustration of someone that is totally in his own unhealed energy and not able to really stay focused. And what we're seeing here is misogyny all over again. And you can ask the person over and over again, please don't be disrespectful, but they'll be disrespectful because they have no internal dialogue. They don't know. And that's what's so sad. That's what makes me so sad. Because as a female, we have to deal with men every day when we go into the marketplace, when we go to work, when we walk down the street. It's constant. It's constant. And this is the very message that needs to be said, and he needs to hear it. But because he's so out of touch with his own inner healing, he can't stop himself. He cannot stop himself. So it is really important that we are able to focus ourselves and understand that it is going to get worse before it gets better. But this is a beautiful time for us all because we are able to really live in our true purpose. And what's going to happen is your gifts are going to come on board, and you're going to begin to raise the vibration instead of having these people that are coming into your and if you're a content creator, this is what you're going to be dealing with all the time. All the time. It just like it just refused to stop because he's unhealed, right? So it's just so crazy that this is what we have come to. But really understand the power of the feminine energy. And because she is shutting down, she's not shutting down of anger. She don't even, some of you don't even know why you feel this way. But you feel this way because it's your innate inner being that when a woman feels threatened in a society change, they shut down their womb and they have no desire to have children because they cannot help but to protect humanity. That's their call, is to protect humanity. And her protection is not in a violent way. Her protection is closing her womb and not allowing nothing to come into it. Do you think she wants to feel this way? Not really. She's forced into this situational. And she has to pull back her energy because now she has to be strong enough to heal. So, what's going on with y'all girls is you're getting prepared to heal, getting prepared to heal. So, it was so nice to talk to you. Prepare for the healing, prepare for your work. Because as a woman, you have a lot of work ahead of you. And as a man, you have a lot of healing ahead of you. So peace, like and follow, and thank you for showing up. Thank you.